and joined by Nicholas County's Kaleb Clark. First of all, Kaleb, I know it had to be nice to rebound tonight after last week. Just talk about the win tonight.
Oh, it felt good. I knew right off the bat, since that turnover in the line on that first drive, I knew it was going to be a good game for us. The line was hyped before the game started. I was like, it's going to be a good game for us. I knew that for a fact.
You guys basically started in their territory the whole game. How much of a key was that? I mean, they never crossed the 50 defensively for all you guys on your defense, but just starting in their territory and kind of playing on that short field, how much was that an advantage?
Oh, that was awesome. I mean, defense is real good, stopping them in the territory, and we didn't get winded because we didn't have to go very far down the field. So, I mean, a lot of us didn't have to really catch our breaths like we usually do. So that felt good to be able to, not get as winded as usual.
I think you are considered by most people, they think of you as a running back. I think you think of yourself as a running back. Last week you had a receiving touchdown on a nice catch in the end zone. Tonight, a defensive touchdown. Looked like you just saw the ball on the carpet and picked it up. Talk about the fumble return for a touchdown.
So I was from the right and they ran to the left, so I was going to try to make a good angle to make a good tackle. And he was wrapped up from, it was a high-low, he was wrapped up from low and high. And someone just stripped it out, and it didn't even hit the ground. It kind of just popped up right into my hands. So, I mean, and then I heard everyone behind me say, go, go, go. I was like, there's no one in front of me. So I knew that was going to be a touchdown.
Maybe the easiest touchdown you've scored?
Pretty close, yeah. It was pretty close to one of the easiest touchdowns I've scored.
I think you've gone over 100 in every game. You and I talked before when you were player of the week a couple of weeks ago. I think that's one of your goals, to get 100 and a couple touchdowns. And tonight you easily exceeded that. Of the games that you've had, is this one of the more satisfying ones, or maybe one of the I know probably the loss wouldn't have been satisfying, but you got 3 wins now. Is this satisfying?
It was definitely probably the most satisfying one we had so far. Just a big margin against a team like Wyoming East. It was really fun to be able to to be able to beat them by that much.
Then you had your defense obviously shut them down. They didn't have a lot of offense at all until the last, I think it's the fourth quarter when they had the long touchdown run. Is the defense here kind of underrated, do you think? I mean, is that the key to this team?
I feel like it is. I feel like our run defense, especially this year, has improved big time. Like I said in the interview a few weeks ago, that our line is probably our biggest improvement. I think our run defense is a close second in the biggest improvements.
Do you notice the line? Do you notice your line before every game? You noticed how hyped they were this evening? Oh, yeah. Is that something that could you kind of check the pulse of the line?
Oh, yeah. So I could tell from the last week, the Lincoln game where we didn't get the win, I could tell that things just weren't, they weren't as hyped for the game as usual. But this game, they were ready to bounce back as much as anybody and get this win.
Wes Hill was kind of giving you a little, he's kind of a guy that kind of brings the crowd alive. I mean, started the second half of both weeks with touchdown returns. What's he mean to this team as a return guy and another offensive threat that you guys have?
Man, he means a lot to the team. He's probably our best athletic freak on the team. He's unreal. He can do about anything for us on the team: defense, offense, return, receiver. He could probably play running back too if he really wanted to. I think he's just one of them guys that can really do anything for us.
You guys scored on defense tonight. You scored on special teams and obviously on offense. Is that the kind of thing that you guys are looking for? Do you think this is a team that's a danger to score on any side of any of the 3 phases? Oh,
absolutely. I feel like our special teams, offense and defense, you never know when we're going to score. I think all 3 sides of the ball, we have an opportunity to score every time.
Do you have you always been a running back? You always the guy that's had the ball in your hands?
I think ever since 4th or 5th grade, so actually 4th, 5th, and 6th grade, I was running back. And in 7th grade, my first year playing like middle school ball, they transitioned to receiver. And then midway through, I tried out running back again, loved it, and ever since then, I've been running back still.
You talked about your relationship with linemen, especially the guys in your junior class. I mean, how key have they been for you? And you told me a story about Rome, I think, kind of coming to your rescue there in the 7th grade game when you got in a scrap. I mean,
yeah, it's just, they're unreal. I love every single one of them. I mean, the amount of work and effort they put in this offseason to get better, and the chemistry that we've built is just something phenomenal. I love it.
You find that a lot of times you have huge holes to run through, as opposed to maybe go back to last year, when you started getting a lot of playing time. Are the holes different this year?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the holes are way bigger than last year. There's a lot of times last year I'd have to wiggle my way through just to get a few yards. This year it's just straightforward.
And it must be fun to run behind that.
Oh, I love it. I mean, it's unreal. This is awesome.
Is it hard to believe that, I think you guys probably didn't have the offense you may have had because you started in their territory. So is it kind of, I don't know, it's not hard to believe, but it's kind of, do you feel sometimes, well, we kind of got cheated out of some of the yardage we could add because we started so much on the plus side of the field?
Oh yeah, absolutely. But I feel like people that watch this game knows that the defense did their job, and then they know that the offense isn't going to get as many yards because the defense is so good.
Is this win on the defense more than the offense, you think?
I feel like yeah. Yes, sir. I think the defense. I mean, both sides of the ball. I mean, actually, all three sides of the ball, special teams included, was all, I think, phenomenal today. But defense really stepped up today.
All right. Hey, Kaleb, I appreciate it, man.
Thank you.